So friends, Donald Trump's lawyers just proved yet again that they behave more like assistant campaign managers than legitimate defense attorneys. Let's talk about that, because justice matters. Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. So friends, Donald Trump's lawyers just proposed a trial date to the judge in his federal prosecution in Washington, D.C. But before we dig into that story, will you indulge me just 30 seconds of housekeeping? As you may know, here at Justice Matters, we are an all-volunteer operation. We are up and running 7 days a week, posting a legal analysis video every day, and we couldn't do it without your support. So if you're interested in more formally supporting our all-volunteer efforts, our mission, our content, please feel free to come on over to patreon.com. You can sign up to become a patron, and if you do, I will send you some Team Justice and Justice Matters stickers and a personal handwritten note of thanks. And thank you to the many of you who have come over to Patreon to support our efforts. We really couldn't do it without you. Now, let's dig in. So Donald Trump's lawyers just filed a brief proposing a trial date to Judge Chutkan in Donald Trump's federal prosecution in D.C. for corruptly attempting to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election. And are you ready for this, friends? Here is the reporting, this from Reuters. Headline, Trump's lawyers propose 2026 trial date in federal election case. And that article begins, lawyers for Donald Trump on Thursday asked a federal judge in Washington to schedule an April 2026 trial for the former president on federal charges that he allegedly sought to overturn his 2020 election loss to Democrat Joe Biden. That request date would place the trial after the November 2024 U.S. election, in which Trump is the frontrunner for the Republican nomination. This from Trump's brief, quote, the public interest lies in justice and fair trial, not a rush to judgment, Trump's attorneys wrote on Thursday. U.S. Special Counsel Jack Smith, whose office is prosecuting the federal 2020 election case against Trump, last Thursday asked U.S. District Judge Tanya Chutkan to schedule a trial to start on January 2nd, 2024. That date is 2 weeks before the first votes are cast in the 2024 Republican presidential primary. So I guess Donald Trump feels like he and his supporters need another, 2.5 or 3 years to harass, intimidate, and threaten the judges, the prosecutors, the witnesses, and down in Georgia, the grand jurors. Friends, it was just a week ago that Judge Chutkan told Donald Trump, in substance, keep it up, I'll accelerate your trial date. Here is the reporting by The Guardian last week. Headline, inflammatory remarks could speed up 2020 election trial, judge warns Trump. And that article begins, the federal judge presiding over Donald Trump's 2020 election subversion case on Friday warned inflammatory remarks from the former president would push her to schedule the trial sooner, saying she would take every step to safeguard the integrity of the proceedings and to avoid tainting the potential jury pool. The admonition came as U.S. District Court Judge Tanya Chutkan ruled on Trump's request to have fewer restrictions in a protective order that will govern what evidence turned over to his lawyers in the discovery process the former president could share publicly. And what has Donald Trump done since Judge Chutkan delivered that warning? Well, he told a witness that he knew was about to go into the grand jury in Georgia and testify. He told that witness, not to testify. He said that witness, quote, shouldn't testify, thereby violating both Georgia state law and violating the conditions of his release in his D.C. case. So now, Judge Chutkan should make good on her promise. She should, 1, set the earliest possible trial date, January 2nd, as proposed by Special Counsel Jack Smith. Kind of has a nice ring to it. And 2, as a result of telling a witness not to testify, Judge Chutkan should revoke Donald Trump on release. She should detain Donald Trump pending trial, because if I had done that, or if you had done that, or if any of us had done that, that's what would happen to us. And, you know, it ain't justice if it ain't equal justice. And justice matters. Friends, as always, please stay safe, please stay tuned, and I look forward to talking with you all again tomorrow.